Hey guys! Alright, so I'm going to start talking since they're still setting up food. Paul will talk in a minute. So I first wanted to say thank you to my amazing fundraising team this year. Everybody stand up who's on the fundraising team. Stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up. These guys were killer. Alright, so they, with all their efforts, raised a total of $4,034.75. So, believe it or not, our yard sale was the most kick-ass of all of the things. We raised $1,243.30 at a yard sale. So,
we appreciate you sacrificing your lawn for it.
Right, I know. So Glenn may not have liked it, but it was huge for us.
We're all good.
Bass Pros did great too. We made $426 the first one and $571 the second one. And using the cash swiper on the third one, we made $390, but $274 of that was on our little swiper that we started using, the little square thing. So that was a huge addition. So we're going to keep that. We only have to pay 3% for every swipe of whatever the total is. So we'll just add 3% to whatever we're giving people. But that was huge. So we're going to keep that for next year too. When we do things, we'll be able to swipe. And I can swipe for you guys for things like tonight that goes directly into the team account. So that's good. And then the arena events eventually ended up to be okay, but there was a lot of confusion initially with the arena events. But they ultimately ended up going really well. The first one was only $88.75, but that was tips. The second event in tips was $515. Then the first check we got from that first one was $266, and the event for the second check was $477.71. So much better, and I think now that we know how it works, we'll have a better understanding of doing arena events. But ultimately, $4,000. That paid for our training camp. It paid for all of our practice time because y'all didn't have to come with $15. So that was good. We didn't have a lot of practice time because, as you know, $370 an hour does not go far. So, but it was definitely cheaper at the Mick and at the new rink in Sandy Springs. So we'll be hitting them up again for practice time because they charge us less. But I think we have a couple of new ideas, and I should talk about it in a minute. But mine was to do a 5K. And I know it seems daunting, but I know about 1,000 people who run 5Ks every weekend, which I think they're crazy, but they do and they like it. So whatever, I'll take their money and put it in the hockey fund. So I think we could do a 5K and make our 5,000 on the 5K and be done with it. Like just do that one event and be finished for the year. So it's something to think about. And I know that our fundraising crew will talk about that and a couple of other ideas. But I think if we do that at the very beginning of the school year, when we get back to school, see what we get. If we've got enough money, then we can be finished, kind of thing. And not have to kill everybody trying to do all these other smaller fundraisers here and there. Because our elementary school did one, and just for our elementary school, we made $12,000.
You should probably point out we're not going to do the work. That's the
yeah, and that's the other thing. There's a guy who does it, and he keeps 20% of whatever you make. But the school still got $12,000 after he kept his 20%. And that was just Rock Springs Elementary. That was nobody else. And I know with our collective schools, with Archer and Grayson and Collinsville and Mountain View and who else? Duluth and Decula. Like, we should be able to get plenty of teachers who I know do 5Ks all the time, other kids who do it, parents who do it.
Well, he's already got the database.
So, and he's got a database already that he sends out to every runner that he's had in every event that he's ever done. And it's the guy who does Big Beach over in Swanee. You know, the Big Beach running store right in downtown Swanee? He does it. And he sends the information to his whole mailing list of runners so they can run. And he sets up the course and hires the police officers to mark it off. We don't have to pay for any of that. That comes out of the 20% that we give him, and then we just get a check in the end. And it's one day and we're done. So I'm all about one and done. I'm
And
just
we do it,
saying.
my fat butt will probably run, so.
Well, that would be entertaining enough for people to pay. I think we should put him on rollerblades and see what happens. But that would be it. But I just want to say thank you, and I'm so proud of my fundraising team and everybody who helped out in the fundraising. They were amazing, and we couldn't have gotten practice time without them. So thank you. That was huge. So Aisha,
Well, actually,
you're the head of fundraising.
Can we say left 1 sec? The food's here. I got a couple people that need to leave a little earlier. So can we have everybody come get food, and then while we're listening, we'll eat. So.
Well, and the guys can eat. You guys get up and go eat.
Let's let the gentleman eat.
You want us to split?
Well, then that means the rest of us go next day.
You do it.
And while we're transitioning, if you've not paid me for tonight, come pay me.
We're gonna let them have that. So we're all gonna crowd around you. Sounds good to me. This lady just came by.
Yeah.
Sweet. You gonna remember us when you make it that time?
How'd you do that? Oh.
It's fundraisers, yes, that's it.
Best looking.
Well, he's getting some calls from some shampoo companies for endorsement. So we have our team awards, and I don't want to leave without taking away the hard way he's earned. And the top defensive player award this year goes to Peter Brody. But the one thing I'm going to say is the one game that stood out to me is that one game when you when you had 2 goals in one shift. That was nice. That was nice.
Yay.
But dude, great job, great season. Thank you very much.
And wait, I need a picture, don't go anywhere. Well, he didn't win the award. Get out of there. Look. All right, now you can get in. All right, good. Good job, Peter. I love you. Sure, now you're leaving. Take your trophy and go.
Bye. This is not expected. Good luck. Sorry we can't stay, Paul.
That's all right, man. Thank you. I'll talk to you guys. All right, well, I'm going to talk now.
Yeah, let's let Aisha talk. Does anybody? Oh.
Okay, well, now I guess, yeah, we can't.
Yeah, let's let Aisha talk.
All right, I'll let Aisha have the floor. Ladies first.
Fundraising woman.
Well, I just wanted to take a moment and thank the original Booster Club team members that sat down at this time last year and planned the year and figure out, how we're going to make some money so that we can have some practices that we didn't have the year before. And so I just want to say a little thank you.
Come on, friend.
And as I call you, can you come over to the front, please? It's Lisa, can you come up, please? A little thank you.
And a big thank you.
Yay. Anyway, look at me. Yeah.
So, as you heard, we raised $4,000, and the team was just totally amazing. Without, it was a total good effort. And Lisa, your passion, your standards kept me on my toes. Because of you, your dedication, and your care, we were successful. So thank you very much. Yes, I really appreciate it.
Yeah. Awesome.
Ellen, please come on down. Now this is the brave women that when we said, you know what, we need a group of women, of moms, of parents, that matter, to step up and get together and figure it out. You know, these are the ones that volunteer to do it. So Ellen, your support and collaboration literally counted for 2 because wherever you came,
Yes.
even though we got her, we got him too. So awesome. So thank you for always being there, no matter what. So thank you very much. Really appreciate it.
Right here, Victor.
Group keeps growing.
I like the growing group. We're good.
So for Martha, thank you for your unquestionable support. Anytime we needed anything, she'll be like, right here, I'm right here. What do you need? Anything you want. You know? And she would be like 5 minutes late. She felt so guilty. So, I'm sorry, I'm so late. You know, and she was awesome. I mean, the fact that she was there all the time, you made a huge difference. So thank you very, very much.
Oh yes, Suzanne. Acton, where is she? She's at the rink, right?
No, she's gonna be a bit late.
Okay. We'll get her later.
We'll be here before you leave.
She was the head of one of the projects that actually didn't come through, but she did a lot of work on it. So I
Yes,
didn't
she
want to
did.
leave it, you know, unacknowledged because even though it didn't, at the end didn't work out, she did a lot of work, and I wanted to say thank you to her. So we're gonna keep that in here. Somebody that was not here is Elena Monin, because Mark dropped out at some point. But she did a lot of work, and she was a big reason why we did the $1,200 on the garage sale. She was pushing and shoving, and she will come with things every day. And so I just want to acknowledge her that even though they're not here, it was very much appreciated.
Yes, we're doing this.
Is the one who headed up the whole fundraising committee, and without her and opening up her house and roast meat and yard sale,
We're still waiting for that.
the arena.
Yeah, the pool, Glenn. The woman wants a pool, Glenn. Get her a pool, Glenn.
All right. Okay, I will do that. No problem. And she was not part of the actual fundraising team, but it's somebody that throughout the years and years of hockey has gone, I think, but not totally, but I'm not acknowledged enough, I think. So, Elisa.
Oh, stop. I'll update you guys on the lifespan of the plant on Facebook. We'll see if it lasts.
I need to come by and water it for you.
Yeah, you'll need to. I'll post pictures. What does it need now?
They live in the desert. They should be okay.
They should be.
Alrighty, well, I would like to first of all thank you all for coming out tonight and welcome everybody to the 2015-16 Eagles Hockey Banquet. Our fourth best team in the GSHL
Yes,
this
we
year. All right. As you can tell, like, this is so much fun. You guys know I travel 3 weeks out of 4 on the road with work, and after I inundate people talking about my family and Elisa and the boys, the next thing that comes up is about me coaching hockey, because I just love doing this. And I could not be more proud of the players and what you accomplished this year. Could not be more proud of the parents for your efforts this year. You guys are an amazing group. I think you can tell from Aisha's comments. I always say it takes a family or a village to make this thing work, and it really does. You know, I got the easy part. I just get to stand up there and yell at referees and throw my arms up.
And get thrown out of game.
Get suspended twice. Thank you, Daniel. Daniel has quality time on the side. No, but this is an amazing group of people. And it's always exciting and fun to kind of look back. It's a little sad for me now because I'm not used to this thing about keeping some players and losing a couple every year like we do to graduation compared to Ice Forum days. This is a great group of people and a great group of young people, a great group of parents. And I'm just proud to be a part of this and proud to have a chance to coach this team. Because that's the easy part. It really is. You guys all getting there, you doing all the fundraising, that's the hard part. You know, me and Robin and Glenn and Tony talking about what we're going to do, what's the lineup, how we're going to attack this, what we're going to do today. That's really the easy part. It's the fun part too. So, you know, we started this little exercise this season back in August with training camp. That was a dream I had about doing it that way. And as I always say at the beginning of every season, hope reigns eternal. And it did. And that training camp, I really think, set the precedent for what we achieved. And it all started, for those, some of you parents sat around and listened and sat in the peanut gallery and listened in, others weren't there. But the main thing that I think we accomplished that day was the player team building meeting we had. Yeah, we had 3 hours of ice time. Yeah, we had the dryland training that Cynthia ran. But that hour and a half where we fed them, got them to eat some lunch and cool down and talk and set some goals and plan and work as a group. We had 3 work groups that went away and planned their goals for the season. And we came back and we kind of brought all those ideas and put down 3 or 4 good goals for the season. Well, that to me set the tone for the rest of the year. Because they did it themselves. They set the goal. It wasn't me and the coaching staff sitting there going, this is what you'll do. You tell us what you want to accomplish. And that's the exciting thing. Their goals were win 7 games, everybody make 2 hits a game, outshoot our opponents, not give up more than 25 shots a game, and win at least a playoff game. Well, you know, we accomplished some, check off some boxes, others we can't. But the one that's amazing to me is they set their goal of 7, they achieved 8. 8 regular season wins.
Yeah.
You know, put it in perspective. This is a team that the year before finished 6 out of 7 teams. Our 2 wins were against Brookwood. No offense to Brookwood, but it was against Brookwood.
Yeah.
This year, we were 8-8. We beat some of the top teams in the league. We started the season out with a big win against Johns Creek, and we never looked back. And that was all due to you guys coming together as a team. Now, you all got used to playing together, and there was chemistry that was developed because of experience, and it all paid off. But you guys made that happen. You guys set yourself some goals and went to the next level and did it. And I want you guys to think about it. Hockey is just part of a life experience. I don't mean to get heavy here. But when you achieve your goals, that's a huge thing. And I want you guys to think about it. Okay, so thank you all for a great effort.
We love you too, Coach.
I do have to thank a lot of people. First of all, obviously the coaching staff. You know, Glenn is always on the road during the winter season too, and comes in and out. I'm grateful. You know, Glenn's like half my brain sometimes when it comes to hockey. So
Most of the time.
Tony, his experience dealing with the GSHL and being a resource for me sometimes on rules that I just don't want to accept keeps me out of trouble. And Robin also, he's very organized, very detailed, helps a lot with practice plans, so I'm grateful for that. And then Cynthia, so I don't have to run around and look silly trying to do stretching and stuff with the team most of the time. So I'm grateful for the coaching staff, but also the parents. You know, Chris and and Brian and Justin. I got them written down.
I'm just saying. Just checking.
And these are some of the ones in the scorekeeping box. I think I had Jill in the scorekeeping box. Mr. Ken for being my videographer this year. Thank you for that. And then, again, we can't thank the fundraising team enough. You know, when I very sheepishly crawled up to Aisha at the meeting last year and said, Aisha, I need a favor. She took it on, and I'm sure there were times Glenn can say my name was cursed a 4-letter word in her house, but I'm grateful for what you did. And Ellen, Mata, Lisa, you know, you guys were awesome. Suzanne, when she gets here, you guys were awesome, and you brought these events together. We had a lot of other parent help. Mr. Ken, you were there, and Justin got dragged along every time, and Dawn, you were there.
Yeah,
although you didn't do gift wrapping this year.
I want to add, Paul, that pretty much every parent did at least one, if not more than one event.
Yeah.
So it was really a whole team family effort.
I think that yard sale was a hoot last year. It was hot as heck. We all melted. It was a great
fun.
event. It was a lot of work, but it was well done. And again, I do appreciate Elena's work on that too. So, did we improve other than just 8 wins? Yeah. And I have a bad habit of looking at statistics, even though I'm not a statistician. But these are the only kind of stats I like. So, a year ago, we gave up over 40 shots a game. This year, we gave up 29.6 shots a game.
Nice. We suck less. Woohoo!
It's hard to measure team defense, right? That's a hard thing. And that's what that tells everybody is that in our zone, we denied the other team a chance to shoot the puck at us. So poor Nick and Alistair didn't totally feel like shooting targets.
Not every game.
Last year we scored 57 goals and we gave up 100. This year we scored 73 goals, a 13% increase in offensive production, and we only gave up 66.
Wow.
We almost shaved off 35 goals. So Nick, Alistair, that was huge. Offensively, every forward scored. I think everybody had points, even all the defensemen I think had points, assists. You know, you won 8 games and you played teams that were really good. And you, by the way, were really good. If we could get rid of damn Columbus off our schedule and all the penalties. So we're all going to anger management classes over the summer. Because I didn't get any benefit out of that. I get to serve a suspension. I didn't get to yell at the referee. What's his name? Better not show his face around here. No, and whoever complained about Declan being my courier when I was suspended over the bench. But seriously, amazing effort by everybody. Okay, amazing effort. You guys showed up every day. You worked hard. You did what we asked. You made adjustments when we noticed them. This is a very coachable team, and it's a very hard-working team. You know, a lot of the teams we play are loaded with travel players. You can tell the difference when they're not there and they're there. But you know what? I want to put a game in perspective, and it killed me to miss these playoff games. Next year, I'll move meetings and whatever. But so you guys played 2 playoff games. The first one went down to 3-2. You guys were right in it against Pope Roswell. Pick on either way. Landon's injury didn't help. Thanks a lot, Landon.
Thanks, Landon. Thanks a lot.
You possible man. Then you played Forsyth. Now put it in perspective. 6 weeks earlier, you played Forsyth. They beat you 7-3. That was, by the way, the first time they had that whole team together all year, and all their travel players were in town because there was that big snowstorm up in the Northeast. So nobody went to the tournament. So that was the first time they'd all been together. They beat you 7-3. You guys play them to a 5-5 tie, 6-6 tie, whatever it was. Then you go into overtime, you tie, you come out of that. Then you go into shootout, come out of that sudden death shootout. You guys are that good. You play a team that was loaded with travel players. But I'll take this team's heart and effort every time. Because there's talent in this room. I'm not saying there isn't, but there's 10 times as much heart and effort than anything else. And that's what I love about you guys. You did an amazing job. And had an amazing season. And that's what you have to be proud of, okay? We all know the #1 goal next year, win playoff games. So I said that when I started this last year with a 3-year plan. That doesn't mean I'm quitting in 3 years, because I got nothing better to do when it comes to coaching. I like this. But year 1 was rebuild. Jack, we did that. year 2, this year, was to compete and challenge. Well, you didn't compete, you did challenge. So check, check. So next year, it's completely a challenge to go as far as you even can. There's nothing that says you guys can't win the states. That's our number one goal.
Yeah.
All I can say is, how nice would that be on your sleeve of your school jacket to have state?
Nice.
Trust me, you win that, we will get you a nice badge for your state jacket. You'll like it. I want to talk a few minutes about everybody, and then I got some more words to give. So, Nick, I've kind of let the cat out of the bag. You know, you've been playing with this team for a long time now, and you were playing when you faced 66 shots a night and feel like some kind of midway arcade, you know, shooting target. Last year, we were so excited that you went from a 7.2 goals against average to a 6.16, which was a big improvement. Your goals against average this year came down to 3.8. You were in the top 5 in the league in minutes played, so your goals against should be much higher for all the time you were in that net, and you brought it down by almost 3 goals a game. That's outstanding. Okay, you were a rock. When the guys were maybe not playing as well in front of you, you had their back, and I know during the season a lot they had yours, and yeah, great effort. So well done. Alistair, our rookie goalie on the team. Alistair in his first season playing high school hockey. You came in and your first game was kind of unfair. We drove 2 hours down to, all the way down to Columbus. And we're like, well, we'll put Alistair in the first game. And we'll give him the next chance to warm up and stretch his legs. And you went out and beat a very good Pope Roswell team 5-2 in your first high school game. And you stole it. Now, I take a little credit because I was the one when I didn't have a goalie and Squirt made Alistair be a goalie because I didn't have anybody. And to see him still doing it today.
When he couldn't even hold the pads
Alistair,
up.
your goals against average was 5.0, and you were better than that even indicates. So, a great first year, and I'm so glad you're part of this team. So well done. Acton Vogt. Maybe my smallest defenseman, but he's definitely not my smallest defenseman. Acton, you this year realized you were better than you thought you were. And your self-confidence went up, and I saw you going into corners against guys that were make Connor look small, and I was like, and you didn't hesitate. You didn't wait. You just went after the puck. And you stepped up and went after them hard, and you kept fighting for that puck, and you made good decisions all season with the puck. You had a great year, okay? And you're one of the, you know, it's hard to believe you're only a freshman this year because there's all of you guys in 8th grade last year. Great freshman year, okay? Well done, proud of you.
Wow.
Yeah, you went 3 feet behind. I don't know what he thought he was going to do there, but your physical play really stepped up. Slap shot got better. You set up again a nice goal. So great job this year. And he promises me we haven't seen yet what he's physically going to do next year. So great.
You better hit somebody.
Avery's there. Avery's like a nephew to me because he's been around me since he and Connor started playing hockey. Avery, you really stepped up your game this year, especially at both ends of the ice. You got that confidence going. You were taking the puck on breakaways, and by the end of the season, you again were hitting people. And your game really took a big step up, and you played awesome all year. You know, I know you're comfortable in defense, and you played great defense all year. And I'm so glad to see you skating the puck, taking slap shots. I told you you could do it. So great job, buddy. Great job.
I don't know, dude, what's your grade point average? Nope.
2.
Done. Gotta practice. No. Right? He knows.
All right. Guard talk up here. Landon. My name didn't
Thanks,
it was a
Landon.
memorable season for you, as it was for all of us. That's the way it ended with you. Dude, you were rock solid on defense, so that all the defensive scoring. The one thing that's interesting, when he gets popped the wrong way, and I can only imagine what he felt when he got injured, but suddenly it's like this little thing snaps, and you get, because you seem like you're always so happy-go-lucky, and I never expect you to snap. But then something happens, and it gets a little feisty, and you had an awesome season. And you were hitting people and leading all the defensemen, getting them to be physical, and yet you're also the first one on the bench to tell them, you know, hang in there, keep working hard. Great motivation to the defensemen out there. So, great job also. Jonathan Gomez, one of my unfortunate graduating seniors. I only say unfortunate because that means you're leaving. I don't mean unfortunate because you're graduating. Good for you that you're graduating. It's not for us. Jonathan is a 4-year Eagle, so good job. And I know only 2 of those years been with me, but I got to tell you, that goal you had against North Gwinnett late in the season, when you flew. I was like, where did that speed come from? Look at it. And you was like, you were on a mission. You were going to get that puck and you were going to skate down the ice with it and beat everybody and put it in the net, and you did. And I will never forget that goal as long as I live for you. That'll be that one round moment I have. But you had a great season. You owned your winning. You played rock solid all year. But
I wonder who that is.
you know, I said it before. He's been just with the puck, and I'm just going to say it again. It's funny, you know, you can almost see the defenseman sometimes stop when he cuts back between his stick work and skating, and I kind of almost freeze up. I'm like, oh yeah, I got to keep coaching. So, Matthew, what you do with the puck is just sick. I don't even know any other way to say it. It's not inappropriate, but it's just sick. You are, and the funniest thing is, as high levels he plays, and you know, some people might think, oh, he's going to coach when he plays high school. There's a different type of thing. You know what? That kid wants to win as bad as anybody out there. And it's like it's the only team he plays on when he's on that team and when he's on that bench. And I really appreciate that effort and that work ethic. And you make everybody else step up their game around you. So great job. Sushi. So, Allie, I almost feel that team goes as you go. You're kind of the heart of the team because everybody has to step up to your work ethic, your effort, your performance. On top of the fact that you just had a great season, you never cease to, you put yourself right in the mix of everything here, right around the crease. You're going to get hit. You're going to get some jerk's going to put you to the boards, and then you stand up and you put him to the board, literally. You don't know quit, and you know, you're Rudy with skills. That's probably the best way I can put it. You're Rudy with skills. You had another amazing season. The football guy. Did you get that?
Notre Dame story.
What are you teaching her in that house?
Oh my God.
Seriously, you're going to be watching this movie this weekend, I promise. But an outstanding season. An outstanding season. Great effort. So thank you very much. Joey, my captain.
Joey!
Speech!
So, you know, I waited to pick the leadership committee till after the exhibition tournament to see, you know, in the training camp, see who performed and see, you know, it's the intangibles, right? Yeah, the skills are one thing, but it's intangibles. And I remember we were playing that North Gwinnett game with that real loudmouth jerk, and first one every time, and I was also the only one all looking in the eye, but the only one, first one, every time that guy was around one of our players, there was Joe, having his teammates back. And he stepped up as a leader this year, and he also had a big improvement on his season. I think last year he had 1 goal, this year he had 6. So, a great season by my captain, and great leadership for your teammates, and having everybody's back, so thank you very much. Michael Cobb. I'm always riding Michael about, Michael, I need you to do this, I need you to cannot thank you enough for doing what I ask every shift. You know, I affectionately call Kyle, Roman, Kyle Schnitzer, and Michael the Coneheads. If anybody's watched Miracle, that's fun. Okay? These guys work their butts off every shift and give it all, and Michael leads that group every time. And he played some defense for us when I was away one time, evidently. And, you know, Michael, you show up every time. We love this game, and you show it by the way you make effort. And you find ways to put the puck in the net. You had 3 goals this year, and you fight for it more and more every season. You get more confident in your ability to fight for it. So let's keep fighting that puck up, but awesome job. So Kyle Leary, another one of my freshman core. Again, I've been around him forever. I helped him buy his first equipment with his boats. And Kyle, you showed a lot of versatility this season. Well, there you are. Stop hiding. You showed a lot of versatility this season between playing center and doing a great job winning faceoffs, and then playing wing, playing power play, finding the net, setting up your teammates, working your butt on the wing sometimes on the power play. It was just a great effort all around. I got on your case, and that was my bad. You had a great season, okay? You had a great season, so thank you very much for all your effort and being so flexible. Roman. So again, sometimes I have these moments, and different players I have these moments for. Roman, we were playing Harrison, and you got popped pretty good. And I know it because I was sitting on the other side of the ice watching. I had a very hard to do against the glass. I just watched the game without practice. And so I was watching the game unpleasantly as a fan. And you got rocked pretty good. You got yourself up. Next thing I knew, you came out and you scored 2 goals. And it was like, look at that. They pissed him off, didn't they? That was awesome. And you were... you ended the season with 5 goals and 9 points to be 6th leading scorer on the team. Great job. All right, another one of my friends. Well, with the sniper, we just have to get rid of that puck quick. All right, Daniel Pettit.
Oscar status.
My partner in crime when it comes to service suspension. Daniel and I are going for angry man request.
Let me know where to drop him off.
We need an extra $1,000 from the fundraising committee next year.
Well, it's so funny too because the coach from Harrison obviously had the same problems because we both ended up serving 2 suspensions for our players racking up a lot of penalties in certain games. So I don't know.
And it all happened to be against Columbus.
Dude, I'm glad you came. Yeah.
Go figure.
Yeah. Great job all season. You ended up picking up 13 goals, and you were popping people everywhere, and you make crap happen. You definitely stir the pot, and most of the time it's good. And all honesty, you keep people honest up there by the fact that you were present on this. And I was glad you came back, and I'm glad you have another season of eligibility because we're going to need you back. Okay, so great job all season. Thank you. Kyle
Schnitzer.
You were a very pleasant surprise to me this year. You showed up, and I knew you hadn't played as much hockey as everybody else in the room, but your determination and your wanting to make this team and be part of it, unquestionable. You know, you did everything I asked. You came to, what can I do, coach? And I'm like, let me get back to you. I was like, I'm not used to players coming up and going, what do you need me to do, coach? You would plant yourself in front of the net if I asked you to. You would take on anybody on the boards. You didn't back down from anybody. And you were just competitive to the end. And you scored 1 goal and had 3 assists. So a great first year. All right? You used your body, you used your size to be part of that experience out there, and you challenged people when you could. And I think you had a great first year, so great job. 2 others are not able to make it today. Dana's mother is graduating from university, so he wasn't able to make it. You know, Dana took a year off and came back. I was really glad he did. you know, he really was a rock on that second line of him, Joey, and Jonathan as the center position. Really helped move the puck around and help them succeed as a line. You know, I don't know how tall he is, but he plays like 6'2" out there. He reminded me of somebody like Marty St. Louis, but he played an awesome season, so it was nice having him back. Taven also couldn't make it tonight. You know, he ran into some tough breaks at the end of the season with a couple of headshots. He has promised, and so has his dad, that they will be back next year. I thought Taven, I actually coached him the first year they moved down from Canada when a bunch of these guys were in mine. I had them, and he was on my team also. And I hadn't seen him for a few years, but the kid can fly. He played great defensively, worked his butt off for us, and it was nice having him in the family, part of our family. So hopefully we'll see him back, and he'll be part of this thing again. So, guys, these are just a little bit of what I recognize from each and every one of you. And I have to be selective so that I don't keep us all here all night. But I'm so proud of you guys. And I can't say it enough. This is such a fun experience. And you guys are such a great group of young people. And parents, you should be extremely proud of what we've achieved with your children. Because I don't need to tell you that. You know that already. But when I'm around them and you're not there, they represent themselves very well. Now, players, it's a tradition with me. You know what the tradition is. Y'all need to step up, stand up, and give your parents a standing ovation, because without them here, financially, driving the rank, some of you, everything. So, it's important that they know how lucky they are, and they do. I know they do. All right, so we have some hardware to hand out, some other stuff. I'm going to start with, not to make this go first because it's not important, it's just there's a lot of them, so I'm going to bring up.
Everybody together.
What?
Do everybody together. Okay, I'm just saying. Just make sure you're following the plan.
Again, I married my boss.
I'll give you a headset for next year.
What's probably the last thing I say to every player when I leave the locker room on a Sunday afternoon? Make sure you're great. There you go. Because at the end of the day, this is all fun. You know, I wish scouts were coming down here all the time. But the most important thing what you are is you are student athletes. And most important of that is the student part. You know, I hope these life skills from playing on a team and working together, all that helps you. But first and foremost, your education. So we are starting a tradition this year of recognizing our scholar athletes. It's anybody 3.0 or 3.5 all the way up to 4.0. So I'm going to start here. This is a no random order. I want everybody to come up and then we're going to take a team picture. I got Avery Stair. Come on down.
How could you miss husband Norma's bar?
All right. Allie, come on down. Allie is one of two players of the 4.0.
Yep.
Action vote. Come on down. Matthew Gannon.
He can read. You can read.
Barely.
And do math and stuff. Yeah.
Thanks, Coach.
Landon Sewell. Roman, come on down. Roman is our other 4.0 player, I understand. So well done.
He's right on target for where he needs to be. Well, there you go. And that's all I need to know.
Mike Cobb. Joey. Come on in. Make sure to say by season.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll be keeping it. Oh, that's not the way. You only got 2 weeks left. Come on, man. Kyle Schnitzer. All right, everybody's got
Go down. It's good that we have Rock.
And Connor McMahon.
Connor. He better.
Come on up along.
He better. He'll get smacked at home if he doesn't. I don't care. I don't care.
All right, Taven's not here, so I'll put it in. Here's also. So these
Football.
are your academic scholastic activities.
All right, wait. Everybody look. Look at me. And just so you know, 12 out of the 18 have 3.5s or higher. So 12 out of 18 skaters. Pretty good, right? I doubt very many athletic teams can say that that's their percentage of scholar athletes.
Alright, so now we're going to get into
Yeah, your head's going to be in every picture. You're all right.
No, I said it means they haven't gotten hit.
Yeah, well, that too. Landon's on his way, though.
It's important to recognize the fact that this family graduates family members from the team. And this, we all want that. So, this person, 4 years on this team, and I had to check that by calling Coach Tony because I couldn't verify that. He said, yep, 4 years. I was like, that's awesome. Heart, effort, persistence, and speed, evidently, this year, too. So, Jonathan, come down to your senior.
All right, wait, turn around. Get the picture, man.
There we go.
Hang on. Okay, now you can sit. Good job.
So, we didn't have a lot of rookies this year, so last year I think 3/4 of the team was rookies. So, we didn't have a lot of rookies this year, so we opted to have most per player. And again, these awards are nominated and voted on by the coaching staff. And there was a lot of discussion, different names came up, and when we had to get to consensus, the name that came together, and I think of this player because the first year I played hockey, I wasn't the best player on the team, I made the most effort. Coach said if I took my helmet off, I'd flood the bench with all my sweat. And I still remember that. And this player reminds me of that. And so the most improved player for 2015-2016, Kyle Schnitzer.
Yeah, Yay. All right, turn around for your picture. Very nice, thank you.
Offensive Player of the Year award. I would say they lead by example. They do whatever they have to do offensively to help the team, but that's not saying that's the only part of their game. And just the heart and soul again. So, Allie, congratulations.
Get all angles. Good job.
So last year we started an award to recognize Coach Tony's 15-year commitment to the Eagles. I don't know where Coach Tony is. I know they were on vacation last week. I assume maybe he's
He probably had to work.
probably in the weeds with work catching up. You ever notice Tony makes beach life look really good? You're on Facebook. I tell you, I can tell he's counting the days to retirement. But you know, this award was designed to recognize dedication and leadership based on the fact of, you know, Tony's commitment to the team, his two sons playing for the team. So I wish he was here to give it, but I will give it. The award, the winner of the Coach Tony Award this year goes to Landon Sewell.
Thank you.
I'm glad he got his head cleaned out. Another award we had last year, we started last year. Some of the awards might look a little different because my supplier had some supply issues, so we had to make some adjustments to what the awards look like. We started an award called the Eagle Award, and again, it's about commitment to the team and the years of commitment to the team and the effort put into that team. And I thought the award was kind of appropriate when we made the adjustment, because I cannot think of anybody that deserves to be recognized for the Eagle Spirit Award more than Nick for standing there today.
And there's a goalie on it and everything. Very good.
Okay, so there's one more award to hand out.
Big heavy.
The Team MVP Award. Glenn came up with a nice new name for it. The Most Valuable Please Award. So the Most Valuable Please Award is what Glenn suggested in the
Please come back and play for us next year.
So 21 goals, 12 assists, 33 points. He finished 5th in the league in scoring. This is the second time we've recognized his team effort, his performance, and his commitment to this team when he's got so much going on. So Matthew Gannon is exactly.
Smile pretty. There you go.
Now everybody doesn't know, Matthew likes to hold my hand. We're about to do the break because he thinks it relaxes me, so I don't know.
I got a special
Yeah. Again, we'll start sending out emails in a couple months. We have a couple big holes to fill with Jonathan and Dana leaving. If anybody knows anyone who their school doesn't have a high school program, they're interested in playing, let me know. Give them my contact information because we have a couple holes to fill. This team is absolutely going to compete for the state championships next year. That is my commitment. We're talking about changing the schedules and pulling the playoffs ahead a few weeks, which I'm all about.
Which would be awesome.
It'll probably hinder a lot of our competitors. But this was an amazing season, and I sound like a broken record except I cannot stop gushing over what a great year it was, what a great effort you all put out. How you showed up from that first game against Johns Creek. And by the way, beating Johns Creek on the last game of the season and now win puts you in 4th and not 5th. That was a big win. You showed up every game, and we pushed you, we challenged you, and you stepped up to that task every time. And I'm so proud of you all. And I know everybody in this room is proud of you. And I'm grateful to everybody else in this room for everything you do to help make this a reality and make my life easier and allow us all to do this. So thank you all for me. I have the boxes for your awards, so if anyone wants the box to take it off, I got it. Come see me.
I'll Paul go eat something because I paid for it.
I'll be outside.
No, he's a good guy.
Oh, thanks.
He's a good guy. You know, he knows a lot about hockey. Great coach. He's been with this program forever. I appreciate him. You know, thank you. And thank you for this program going.
Really worried we got to work on your confidence in public.
I love you, Coach. All right, everybody, we're out there. Me first.
Sport.
Look.
Bring it down now.
All right, next.
Well, when he went out to the meeting, the other guy was going to tell Victoria that
Everyone just pick them in there.
It'll be all on her page, but it's down.
hey, she's probably like, please don't make that one.